Alright, welcome back to another trading video. I quickly wanted to apologize for the editing skills and format of these videos, especially the first ones. I'm very brand new to this, editing, looking at the camera, talking, knowing what to say, you know. But I think it's all part of the process of not just trading, but also just putting myself out there in this content. So like I said, these first few videos might not be the best, but hopefully by video 10, video 20, 100, we get a lot better. Also in trading, hopefully we get better. With that being said, let's jump right into today's video. We have 9:30 to 10 a.m. right there. And going from left to right, we see that we do have a first presented fair value gap here. But since this is the 9:30 a.m. candle, that we can't use the 9:29 candle to include that bullish fair value gap. So the actual real first presented fair value gap in the morning was a bearish one. And then just judging off of this, right, we can see that this is our high, our low. This part gets really boring, but it must be done. We need to see what price points. So AM low, bam, AM high. So now that that's labeled, we have first presented fair value gap. And now what we're going to do again is label the PM opening range, which is 1:30 to 2 o'clock. And we're just going to be doing the exact same process again. And what I like about this one is that we have two highs that are right next to each other. So this one would be PM high, 818. This is our low right here. PM now low. Boom. And now we have one more thing, and I'm guessing you guys know already at this point. We have the first presented fair value gap. And that is it for our levels. Right, so now that we see this, this is our full price action chart for the day. And now what we're looking for is, I'm sure you guys already guessed, the lowest high to get broken. The lower high. Because we have lower high, finally got broken, and then drops, right? And these also were lower highs. So this is our lowest one that we have to date. So now we're waiting for that. I'm gonna draw this one more time because I think this might help me. So I'm looking for, right, so I'm identifying whether we're in an uptrend or downtrend, because that's going to tell me whether sell program conditions are working or buy programs conditions are working. Right, so right now we're in a sell program condition. Right, so bearish fair value gaps should be working. We should be creating lower highs and lower lows. Right, so boom, boom, boom. And then what we're looking for is a lower high like this. Right, so we're waiting for the market to stop working on sell conditions to stop working. And then we finally take out this high, this lower high. So what I'm seeing is right here, we have a lower high right here. It got taken out. Ideally, we don't come back down all the way down here. Like a nice 50% retracement discount would be nice. But then we're looking for it to come back down. And then now we have our buy conditions or buy programs working. So that'd be bullish for value gaps. Making those higher highs, higher lows. So this is a little bit tricky because we had a movement higher, but then a retracement after 2 p.m. We had another high. This high failed to take it out. Comes back down. Could be that this is just another retracement. Just like how we had this move higher, retracement. This move higher, retracement. But this is what we're looking for right here. Something's telling me to go short. Could be wrong, so this is where our stop goes into play. Ideally, we just don't want to see this getting, this would be our lower high being taken. Wow, what a candle. Just target that. And if we're wrong, we're just completely wrong. Wow, right when I enter, that's so weird. But I placed my stop right here because ideally, if we are wrong, this is where I wouldn't want to see it reaching into. We could move it up here. That'd just be extra money that we're just losing. So I doubt the market will reverse here, so let me actually get rid of these drawings real quick. Oh, my camera died. What the? So we got taken out. Obviously, we were wrong. I don't know. That's a hard question. I think so. I don't see why not. This would just be our. Because on our evaluation account, you get $2,000 in drawdown. And our loss right there was like 30 something bucks. So if we go to order history. Right, so each contract takes 50 cents on a micro. So that's $1. We just lost 35 and a half. So that's 36 and a half. So that's $36.50 that we lost. So my max stop loss for a day would probably be, probably $100. So I think what I need to work on is listening to myself. Because for some reason I traded just based on feeling. Like, oh, I feel like the market's gonna drop here. Which, your feelings can sometimes lie to you. I feel like sometimes. Because logically, the market should go higher. I just didn't listen to myself. So what we get based off of trading off a feeling and being wrong is losing 36 bucks and a half. All right, so this candle started our bullish fair value gap. Targeting PM high would result us in $53 and a half. Targeting first presenter fair value gap would net us 151. So I think that's what we're gonna go for. I really don't like taking trades like this, going from selling to buying or buying to selling, having a double-minded. All right, so we touched this fair value gap, took out this lower high. This is our fair value gap now. So at this point, obviously, like our potential setup that we're looking for, I actually formed at 12:53, so like 7 minutes left of trading. It's not enough time. So I think that's why trading in the AM is a whole lot better, since you have time on your side. Letting your trade be able to do what it needs to do. And even then, it could not work. Yeah, not the most successful day, but we did get data, which is the most important thing. And this is only day number 2, right? So three trades, and we're doing a total of 20. So we'll see what the next trades bring us. But with that being said, all right, so obviously today's trading day wasn't the most successful. We failed twice, right? The first trade was based off of feelings, which, although we didn't make any profits, we did learn a valuable lesson in not trading with our feelings, right? So sometimes we trade saying, I feel like this is going to happen, so I'm going to enter long. And it ends up not doing the right things because you're trading based on feeling and not based on price action. So that's the one lesson that we learned today, and we're not going to keep on doing that following forward, right? That's where discipline comes in. So we're going to try our best not to do that. Another quick update I wanted to give is that I made a video earlier outside of this playlist named "If You Are Behind on Your Bills, So Will Your Trading." So that's my philosophy when it comes to trading, and I'm happy to say that I'm finally on top of my bills. So we can finally buy an evaluation account, but until we do have our 2020 trade samples, we're not going to be buying any accounts, because we still need to figure out what is our plan, what is our strategy, and what are we going to do and what are we not going to do, right, to minimize those mistakes. So we're only on trade number 3, and we have to at least get to, like, I don't know, 18, 19 before we buy an account. But meanwhile, I'm going to be looking for some prop firms that have a good sale or something. If you guys have a good recommendation, I'll read your comments if you guys have one. But with that being said, until the next video, good luck with your trading.